Yo, what's going on, everybody? Good evening, good night, good morning. About to go live for a bit before this night ends. How you guys doing, man? I know it's kind of late. It's 10:30 over here in Los Angeles. Let me try to minimize this screen so I can see the chat. Also, I need to post it up on my group. What's going on, Delivery DC? I'm a boss. What's going on? Just want to post this up on the Crancosa group. See who's up right now. How's the audio though? I got my computer really close, so there's a possibility that you could hear a little buzzing noise in the background. That's gonna be my PC. Let's see your videos. What? This one's still uploading? Weird. Okay, well, that's not loading. But all right, it's all good. Maybe I could. Oh, I could just do it on here. Duh. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna try to post this on the Crank Hustle group. All right, share, copy link. But yeah, what's going on with everybody? What's popping? What time is it where you guys are at? We are going to get some rain here in Los Angeles next week, and I want to work through it because it's gonna be probably the last busy, real busy, like $300 a day days for the year. After that, it's really going to be challenging. Let's post this up. At every bam. All right, let's go back to this box right here. Hey Brian, what's going on? Blunter, what's good? 7:30 in the morning. God damn, in Amsterdam. Whew. Man, I almost went to Amsterdam. I was in Denmark, and I got really hammered the night before, so I felt terrible the next day. And my friends were gonna go to Amsterdam after that. I was so hungover. I literally just rented a hotel, slept in, and then I got a flight back home. But I was supposed to be in Amsterdam. Damn it, alcohol. One of those days where it kind of messed it up for me. It's all good. You live and you learn. Let's bring this camera closer. How close can I get? Ooh, that looks weird. Um, Al Gore said, I'm going to need to shift to rideshare in January. You know what? That is not a bad idea. You reminded me. I was thinking about that during the rain. I'm like, I can easily just rent a car, like a hybrid, and just switch to rideshare. But the problem with ride sharing, there's a few problems with ride sharing, right? One, at least for me, one is ride sharing, like Uber Eats and Uber and Lyft. Is well, one is the car. You have to rent a car, because I have one, but it won't qualify for Uber. So you have to pay monthly, weekly, and the rates can be anywhere between 200, 300 to like 500 per week. So it's not cheap. And what's the other thing? One is you're in a car, you're inside of a car, you're dealing with traffic, right? But you're getting paid, obviously, right? When you have a ride. And then third is you're dealing with people now. And I don't know, it's been a while that I've dealt with people like in the customer service sense. Aside from food delivery, we kind of really don't deal with people. But when you do, some people can get a little bossy. They kind of they're a little demanding, and I don't know how I'm gonna react to that. But that might be wild. But when New Year's hits, people get in this really crazy routine. They want to accomplish their goals this year for real. And I think Uber rides will kick up while maybe food delivery drops. But I mean, I wouldn't know until I try it. And I literally have zero strategies on it. And you know what? The content that people post about Uber Eats and Lyft and all that, it's not entertaining for me. Because it's just people sitting in their cars talking about how much they hate Uber and Lyft. Those guys don't look like they're too happy. I'll be honest. That's what I noticed. Those Lyft drivers and Uber drivers, those are the guys that are always protesting. I don't know if you guys noticed. You never really, well, actually in New York, you do see a lot of delivery drivers protesting. But there's a lot of them out there. There's like hundreds of thousands of them. Here in LA, I don't know. Doesn't feel like it. Maybe because LA's so spread out. But yeah, the content on those on Uber and Lyft is not that cool. But I mean, if I can, I mean, I've seen people do it. They'll have a dash cam inside the car, and they'll have conversations with their passengers, and that gets fun. I feel like if you want to pull that off, you have to do that like at nighttime when people are like kind of partying. Because in the mornings, I don't think people want to talk to you. They better got up. They're going to work. They probably just don't want to deal with any of that. But I've considered it. Uber and Lyft to pick up people and drop them off. Only because it's really slow for food delivery in January. But it's only going to be 2 weeks for me in January where I might work. The other 2 weeks I'm not going to be in the country. But what's up, atheist? Black woman. That's dope. I remember reading your comments on that one video where I was kind of expressing my experience at one of those churches in downtown LA. It's a true story. I remember very vividly. And I remember your comments on it. I don't want to get too into it because I actually got a lot of messages of people trying to, trying to get me to think differently about the church in a positive way. And I respect it, but it's a crazy conversation. I don't like to go there. But how's it going, man? How you guys doing? Are you guys ready for the new year? For the holidays? For Christmas? Christmas is what, next week? It's like 5 days away, 6 days away. Christmas Eve, we have Christmas, and then we have like a week where a bunch of people take off work. And, people are moving around. They're with family. They're on vacation. They're at home doing nothing. There's a bunch of things people do. But not many people are working those corporate jobs unless you work in a service industry. You probably still, nothing much changes. Maybe some closing early or opening late, closing or early, shorter hours in the service industry. And then there's New Year's. I really do not want to celebrate New Year's in Los Angeles. I want to go somewhere new, maybe Mexico City. That would be sick. One of the biggest cities in the world, Ciudad Mexico. That would be pretty dope. But yeah, what's going on? 24 of you guys on. What's up? So my title of this is what's next, right? After a big challenge where you work every day, you kind of burn out. I'll be honest. Out of the 17 days this month, I've only worked like 3 days, and 3 of those days were like half days. I didn't even work the full day. And January, if I'm not motivated to work this month, January is going to be a lot worse. But yeah, how are you guys feeling? Next year's gonna be with food delivery. I'm trying to sell my Honda Ruckus right now. I just posted it. Some guy hit me up about it. He's like, "What's wrong with it?" Like he's trying to get it up and running. I'm like, I don't know about that. Like trying to fix it is gonna cost a lot because it's not just fixing it; it's the registration that's been expired for 2 years, since 2023, I think, and it's missing a bunch of little things. I want to sell it more like a project scooter. You want to part it out and use some of the things to put on another Ruckus. But I'm selling it. I posted it for a reasonable amount. I put it for $750, which if you look online, all Ruckuses sell for like $2,000-$3,000. Man, Honda just has crazy resale value. That's why I like buying them. They even though you use them up and you put a lot of miles on it, you can still sell it for a relatively high price or near what you paid for, which is crazy. Like I've sold a scooter where that I put like 20,000 miles. No, not 20. How much? It was a lot of miles. It was around 15,000 miles, and I sold it for what I got it for what I paid for it. It's wild. But Will said I'll be in Guadalajara on New Year's. Damn. See, that sounds dope, man. Just going somewhere new and just celebrating in a different environment on the countdown. That sounds epic. And it's just a plane flight away. All the accommodations and all that stuff in Mexico, it should be inexpensive. Here, let me look it up. Guadalajara. Where is this place? Let me how do you spell it? Guadalajara. Oh, okay. It's where's the city? Okay, no, it's not. I was gonna say it's close to Mexico, but no, it looks pretty far. But Guadalajara would be sick. I know a lot of friends that are from Guadalajara. Shit, Guadalajara. I can say it in Spanish and English. That'll be epic though. Going somewhere in Mexico. I mean, the most realistic thing to do, which I've never done. I've never celebrated New Year's in Mexico. The closest one is Tijuana, Mexicali, Ensenada, Rosarito. Let's see. There's a bunch of, little towns that are near the border, which would be pretty cool to celebrate in. But Hilaire said it's been 17 days since No Rest November. I know, man. To me, it's literally felt like it's been 5 days since No Rest November. It doesn't feel like it's been literally going on 3 weeks. It's so crazy. Time is just so fast. If I would have just worked every single day, I probably would have made another $6,000 by now. This is what's key about being consistent, working. That's what I'm going to do next year. I'm just going to be consistent and not take these big ass breaks because, it's every day you're leaving money on the table. Time goes by real quick. And it's better to be making some money than no money. Let's see. I DoorDash part-time, but since school is out, I'll be delivering over the next 2 weeks. Even if it's slow, still extra money. Yeah, that's a great mindset. At least go make some money. Like I just said, better than no money. I'm a boss, be your own boss, road bike. Atheist said, I'm going to try harder to hustle. My state's weather is so unpredictable. My W-2 wear me out mentally. It's tough to find motivation for gig work. Yeah, I feel you. I understand. Like, I can imagine working your hourly job and then afterwards finding like that energy to go out and do deliveries. Because if you're tired out and you go out and you're not making good money, you kind of don't feel like it's worth it. It's like the only hours you have to kind of yourself, right? Out of 24 hours, you work 8. That goes down to 16. You sleep another 8. That's 6 hours left. It probably takes you an hour to get ready, an hour to unwind, leaves you with 4. So those 4 hours, if you use it for gig work, it just pretty much takes up all your day. And some people might not be too encouraged to do that. Unless you absolutely have a job that you love and you come out super energetic. But yeah, I don't know. There's not many of us have jobs like that that we like look forward to. Um, it's work, right? DoorDash is kind of slow in December. It is. It starts slowing down. It is kind of unpredictable. It's all over the place. But it's no. I mean, this month is the best it's gonna get until February, March. Just January is just that 1 month that it just new year, new me mentality, and people just start these routines that it's in a good way. They're trying to do better. Meal prep, not eat out, watch their spending, save some money. There's all these things that people want to do, but slowly people go back into their old ways. But it's just so it's that first month where deliveries take a dip. At least in my market, man, it's probably better in other markets. It's, like I said, I'm gonna try moving to other places for food delivery in January. Hippie said, I love the delivery content. Left my job a few days ago because it was getting unhealthy and decided to start delivering after 7 years. Oh, that's dope, man. It has its ups and downs. Gonna be dead in January. Well, congrats on leaving a gig that was unhealthy. A lot of us are too afraid to do it, or maybe we're not in a position to do so because you need the money, you need the job, you need that security. Some people really do. It's really scary to quit a job and then have no security, no secure income. Even food delivery, like it's not secure. Like you can have good days, like you were saying, it goes up and down. But being able to be like courageous enough to quit that job, be like, F you guys, I'm out, and just go all in on your side hustle, that's dope. I mean, I also try to take it, not take it for granted that we have these side hustles, because if it weren't for these side hustles, I'll probably be stuck at a job that I don't want to be at. Like the banking job I always bring up, I was so miserable there. They were paying very well, good benefits, learning a lot, but it was just so bad. And I was like, nope. After 3 months, I was depressed. Quit that damn job. And I know how difficult that can be. So big ups on that, man. I hope the food delivery works out for you, at least to maybe find something to like work in. I don't know. Are you planning to go back to a W2? I have a X Max 155. That's a good scooter, man. That's actually the best scooter to have for scooter cannonball. Has a good handicap. All the winners had X Maxes for a scooter cannonball. Dominican said next year we'll start reaching 50K delivery. Like 50,000? Or you mean deliveries? Because, I mean, not to brag or anything, but I do make well over 50K in food deliveries. Um, I'm going to find out exactly how much I made this year. I do not know. I have no idea. But I'll be transparent with you guys next year. I'll kind of break it down. I like to know. But I think it was for sure like the last time I remember accounting it was at least 60 on just food delivery. I can't remember. Yeah, making good money makes it fun. Seriously. Yeah, that honestly the hardest days are the slowest days. Those are the ones that are like you just want to give up. Watch Wilson go buy 2 new bikes in 2026. Look, guys, I've been buying a bike every year, because I stood with the Ruckus for 3 years, and then I got the Zuma. But right away when that one broke down, I got an ADV, and when I thought the ADV broke down, I got the X Max, and I doubt the X Max is gonna break down. But I want to learn how to ride motorcycles so I can know how to use it very well. So I just can just have full confidence and ride any motorcycle. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy a motorcycle early next year. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the It's gonna be between two bikes. It's gonna be between the SRL Rally 300 by Honda or the NX 500 also by Honda. One of those two. I'm leaning more towards a Rally because it's, you know, it'll be an off-roading bike, and it's perfect for Mexico's terrain. And I want to do like a little tour in Mexico. That'll be badass. I'll be super badass. Oh my god, just like 2-3 weeks, man. Just go down there, just ride all over. Maybe even just go all the way to the tip of Baja California, come back. But yeah, why not? See, I'm fixing my credit. My credit's looking good right now. It's only going up, so finance them bad boys and pay them off with food deliveries. That's the game right there. And yeah. Why not, bro? Shit. YOLO, right? You only live once, baby. Shit. Put it on the tab. Put that bike on the tab. Let's go. Delivery pay less, but way less stressful and been happier. Yep. I'll find my own path. Been thinking about doing YouTube again. That's good, man. Get on it. That's dope. Is that your channel, Hippie Joe? So I could subscribe to it. Thinking about getting the ADV. I have a Navi and the wind blows me over. Honestly, guys, the ADV is the GOAT of food deliveries. It's just an amazing scooter. It really is. It's very versatile. It's lightweight. It's pretty fast. You can basically go on the highway with it. The suspension is amazing. The maintenance is cheap. The gas mileage is great. It looks good. It's got a windshield that it does some work. It's adjustable too. It's got a little charger in the compartment. Very easy to add accessories to it, and it actually powers them up. Like my buddy got the big bright yellow lights that I had on my X Max and the ADV, and he put it in his Monkey 125, and it didn't work. So I was like, I guess it didn't produce enough power. So I'm thinking like, oh shit, the ADV is like right there. Like it probably barely powers up everything. It's just a great overall scooter, and it's not that expensive. It really isn't. It's like $4,000, guys. You guys can make that money in a month doing food delivery. So I think it paid itself off right away. So if you're gonna get that ADV, I think you literally won't go wrong with it. I can't really think of anything like bad. Let's see. What's a con? Well, it had that recall, which Honda, and that scared the hell out of me. I think that's why I thought I messed up the engine, because it just stopped one day. But it was because I was riding it. I rode like 100 miles one day. I think the engine just shut off at a red light. I tried to turn it back on. It didn't turn on. I was like, oh shit, I'm not going to turn it. I didn't try to turn it back on. Took it to the mechanic, and nothing was wrong with it. Drove it around the block. It was good. So I just had a big scare. But my friend has my Honda right now, and he hasn't had any issues with it. Still pushing. Honestly, I can't wait to get it back, because I want to use it for deliveries. It's such a fun scooter, and it's very comfortable. So easy to drive. You can make really sharp U-turns. You can back it up. Nimble. It's a great scooter. I think you should definitely get it. The Navi. Oh, and then in compared to the Navi, man, there's so many upgrades, like a bigger tank. I know the Navi barely has a gallon. The ADV has 2.4 gallons. So you'll be going to the gas station less often. What else? It turns on very easily. You could lock the steering wheel with the same lock. I know with the Navi, it has a different connection to a different plug to lock the steering wheel. Dude, so many good things about the ADV. I know some of you guys been asking the ADV versus the X Max. Working on it. Like I said, my buddy has the scooter. You know what? I don't even need the scooter, because I wanted to film in front of them. I might as well just film it right here. I might as well just put like the cons of the ADV on this side, like, you know, all the good features on the X Max, and in the middle, where each scooter beats where. This one's better for this situation, and this scooter's better for. I should just do it here. Might as well. I don't know why I'm waiting for it. Let's see where we at. 60K delivery is actually insane. I have like 1,400 since. You're talking about how many actual deliveries? I have 25,000 deliveries. I'm like 200 away from 25,000 deliveries. I know a guy who has 45,000 deliveries. Damn, that's a lot. Damn. You see, those are the guys that are consistent. They work every day. I be taking too many breaks. Like right now, I have 17 days without working, like a full day. I've worked like 3 days. I probably made like $200 in the last 17 days on food delivery. Maybe more, like $200-300. God damn, that's so bad. DoorDash needs to sponsor. It's me, Matt, the brown Honda Navi. Brown Honda Navi. I'm trying to remember. God damn it, my memory sucks so bad. I thought I was gonna get better from when I stopped drinking, but my memory just sucks. It's improved a little, but not a whole lot. Uh-oh. Are you planning on quitting food delivery? I'm not gonna quit food delivery. I love it too much. It's such a great way to make money. I'm writing, creating content. So I don't know. I don't see any reason why. I really don't. I think the main reason why I would stop food delivery is because it doesn't pay anymore. Like the business just goes south. Which in a market like Los Angeles, I do not see that happening anytime soon. It's such a big city. And people here hate traffic. And they value their time. So they pay the money for the convenience, even though they don't got the money. They might not tip, but they still order food and pay extra here in Los Angeles. So I don't know. I will stop doing food delivery if it's just not paying. And if I get hurt, that's always possible. Get in an accident. What else? I don't know. I don't like robots take over. Shit. That's inevitable. Let's see. It's been hella windy in Broward. Hey, it got kind of windy today here in LA. I heard the winds pushing all the leaves off the trees. Sounded kind of cool, but atheist black woman said I'm 5'0", 125 pounds. Bigger bikes are a little intimidating. Okay, so let's see. It is, the Navi is pretty good for your size. I have a couple friends that got the Navi and they're all short, and it's perfect for them. So the Navi is good in that sense. Actually, when I'm 5'7", I'm like twice your weight, and I do bring down the scooter with my weight, and I can almost flat foot it. So I think if you're 5'0", you might have a little bit of a challenge of reaching the bottom. But women do have longer legs, so I mean we might, it might break even a little bit. But like I said, with my weight, I push it down a little bit, and I can almost flat foot it. You'll have to get on it to know for sure. The ADV, like any big bike, like every time I went up a bike, when I went from the Ruckus to the Zuma felt intimidating. It was just a bigger scooter. Zuma's pretty bulky, and I felt the same way about the ADV, and I felt the same way when I got on the X-Max. The X-Max is a big boy. That thing is like 400 pounds. But once you use them after a while, you get used to them, and they almost feel like they get smaller. Just because you get used to them, you know where to put the weight, you know where the weight's going, you know how to navigate it better, and it all of a sudden doesn't feel as big. But yes, that is one legit concern, is the size of it. Can you flat foot it at a red light? And can you maneuver it? Can you move it around? You know, bigger bikes are a bit heavier. The good thing though about the ADV is the weight is very low. It does have a good center of gravity, I guess. I think that's how you say it. What would be another good scooter? The Zuma, dude. The Zuma is just as big as the ADV, so I wouldn't really recommend it. I think just go all out with the ADV. That'll be a legit upgrade. If I think of another bike, I'll let you know. But oh yeah, where was that? Being a cop in Quahog. Being a cop, that's crazy. Damn, being a cop sounds like such a fun job. I'm not gonna lie, I love watching those fucking LAPD videos, man. Shit, or any police videos. They're just, yeah, they're dangerous, but so is what we do is dangerous too, right? Get killed by a drunk driver. And with police work, it's really unpredictable. I've seen people just do the wildest things when you least expect it. And also depends on what neighborhood you work in as a cop. Like I live in where they call it Newton Division. They call it Newton Shooting. They made a few movies here. One of them's called End of Watch. And it was based off of this area. And these cops are always getting into like officer involved shootings. Fuck, dude. Like it's just people are crazy around here. Those cops have an interesting day every day. City crawler, start with a regular bike like Wilser. Yeah, it depends on your market. I don't know if it's really worth it right now to do it on a bike. I still see guys in downtown LA do food delivery on a bike, but those guys look like they're bike messengers. So they're double dipping. I think if they weren't double dipping, they probably wouldn't do just food delivery. They'll probably end up getting like a e-bike or a scooter. Aloha. Oh shit, my boy's in Hawaii or what? Brandon. Ooh, all next week will be rainy. Get ready. I'm ready. I got my rain gear. What do I need? I probably need some gloves because my hands end up getting super wet and I come home and they look like they've aged like a decade. So I definitely got to get some waterproof gloves. You heard about the AR glitch? Nope. I don't even want to mess with it. Blood Tier 1, yeah, but you will lose a lot of money. Any road trips and camping coming up? I don't have any camping trips. Although I probably should after that damn long challenge. Maybe even a one-nighter. Thanks for bringing it up about the camping. I might do that soon. But road trips, I'm going to visit a few countries next year. Well, yeah, next month and next year. That's going to be cool. And I'm going to document it just like I did with Scooter Cannonball. Unedited, raw. Just going to document my whole day and post it up the next day. Shit, I might have to do 1080p. Because I remember with 4K, it was just taking way too long to upload. I don't know if I'm going to have fast internet over there. I got to think about that. I could just go live too. That'll save me the time with editing. But no, I shouldn't go live because it's unpredictable. What could happen? And the internet and all that. But yeah, that's it. And then another thing, and this is why I want to get a motorcycle. There's these tours, motorcycle tours that I found out you can do in other countries. And I'm like, shit, bro. Like going through the jungle in a motorcycle for like 7 days straight. That's something I would like to do. But I got to master how to ride a bike. I wouldn't even want to go there and kind of know how to ride a motorcycle. That's the kind of thing where I want to have the experience that I have like on my X-Max. I put 20,000 miles into that X-Max. And I still dropped her. So, but I still, like, as far as accidents and you know, slipping or making mistakes, that doesn't happen. And that's kind of in the level that I want to be in on like a rally. or like a dual sport, so I can go on these trips. That'll be later, maybe later next year, in the middle of the year, possibly. But that's about it. Aside from that, I'm just gonna get ready for April behind bars, Market Mayhem, March Madness, February, like just working, trying to make as much money as possible. So maybe summer, because summer it does get a little slow. People take time off. They go, people, kids on school go on break, so parents' routine changes. Food delivery goes down because people go out. They don't really stay home and eat. Perfect time to go travel or do something outside of food delivery. Uh, the Buddy Kick 125. Was a great first time scooter. Oh yeah, that is a good scooter. My mechanics also told me that it's very inexpensive to fix those, and they can get the parts really easily. The Yamaha 125 has a top speed of 80. Goddamn, they're so fast. You probably manual trans motorcycles on top of it. The KLR 650 adventure bike. I don't want to go too big on the bikes. Um, I don't want to get them too serious, too heavy. I definitely want to keep it under 400 pounds, 300 pounds, something light. Because once you start getting bigger bikes, they're a little bit serious. They got a lot of power. Still want to keep it fun, not go, I don't really need all that power. At least that's how I think now. That could change later, but I want to slowly climb up bikes. I'm gonna be riding for the rest of my life, right? I'm not gonna stop, so I'm not in a rush to just get a big ass bike. I want to just, and you know what? I'll see a lot of people who ride big bikes, and then they go to those smaller ones, and then when they describe their experience on those smaller bikes, that's exactly what I want to experience with bikes. Because I get the big bikes, the thrill of it, the power, the speed, but it puts you at higher risk of an accident, and you get hurt at higher speeds, and those bikes are harder to maneuver, and then it gets a little serious, right? I like to tone it down and just keep it at like a good fun speed. And yeah, like I said, I'm here for the long run. This is I'm playing the long game with these bikes. Yeah, like a 350, like those Royal Enfields or the Meteor. Yeah, like those bikes are cool. Like that's what I'm looking for. Like something small. I'm still learning. Like I don't even want to start learning on a 650 or anything above that. I know I could probably do it, but no. And I'm learning too from bikes. The bigger the bike, the more expensive shit is to maintain and fix. That's another thing. Like between the ADV and the X Max, dude, the X Max is way more expensive to maintain. Shit just costs more. The belt chart is more. The rollers are more. The tires cost more. Just everything costs more. It gets more expensive, and you have to do more maintenance on some of these bikes. Anyway, I'm not gonna stick to the small bikes, 500 and less, 500 and under. That's what I'm gonna probably be doing for the next 2-3 years. Mike Lopez said, wondering if you ever do a call and show where people can call in on Discord or something to discuss delivery strategies. Well, look, guys, I'm working on a community where I am going to do exactly what you're saying. It's gonna have meetings. It's gonna have like weekly meetings. People can call in. People can ask questions. I'll make videos on them. I'm gonna talk a lot of strategies. I'm gonna talk a lot of like the things that I can't say on YouTube, or I don't want to release it just for everybody, because it took me years to learn all these things. I'm gonna put it in the library in that community, and most of it is gonna be free for everyone to access. But I'm gonna have tiers where in these tiers it's gonna be like a monthly thing. You pay like a subscription, and in those tiers you'll have access to all of those videos, and then that's where you'll be able to like ask me a question, I'll answer it, and I could open it up to like where people have my phone number. You guys can call me during a live and stuff like that. But yes, and I am working on that right now. Actually, that's kind of why I have this setup. This setup is so I can record a bunch of videos where I strategize, talk strategy, and that's coming up. So it's in the works. Like, I still don't have a name for it. There's a lot of ideas, but that's the concept, is to have a community where we can go and talk strategies. And not only from me, but you're gonna learn from others that are in the community. Because if you learn from me, you're learning from one person in one city with these scooters. It's just one experience. That community is going to be people from all over the world, from different bikes, different backgrounds, different markets, different experiences, different apps. And then we're all gonna kind of learn from each other. It's gonna be a dope community. I mean, I already have one on Facebook, but even on that one, I don't post everything, and I've been holding off because I always knew I was gonna build a community where I'm gonna build one where only the serious people are gonna join, and we're gonna have these serious discussions. And yeah, it's gonna be a pay to play community. It's gonna be free for the first tier, which I'm gonna have all the general stuff. But once you start going up, it starts getting deep, more niche, more particular, multi-app and stacking, car modes, navigating, catering orders, all the like everything that makes you the big bucks, and also to protect your accounts. I mean, I could go on and on about it, but it's coming up, guys. So good question, Mike. Make that 16 by 16 kit yet? No, but I'm going to put it here. 16 by 16. For which backpack was it again? Atheist, which backpack was it? 16 by 16. Was it the whole 16 by 16 by 16? You ready for a big bike? I know a girl whose first bike was a Harley Cruiser, and she dropped it and broke her leg the first week. Yeah, see, I'm glad you brought that up, because most likely she had people around her, like she had people in her ear of that people that rode big bikes, right? And they probably rode like 800, 1000 cc, like these big bikes. And they're telling this girl that wants to get into motorcycling, oh, just get a 650. That's a easy bike. Like, it's cool. Like, bro, 650 is a big ass engine. Even though it's a Harley, like it's slow. It's like slow seat, so she could touch the ground. It's still a big engine. For a woman, it's very, like, men are stronger than women, so we can, for the most part, guys, it's general. So like we can handle those big bikes. So she probably just got terrible advice. And every time someone tells me, you get a 650, get a 700, get this, it's just a little bike. I'm like, bro, you guys get out of here. That's not a little bike. That's not even a mid bike. Those are big bikes. And for a new rider to ride that, like, for the first time, it's just terrible advice. So I try to be careful to not take advice from people who are used to big bikes. And those guys probably just commute, go back and forth to work. I ride a lot. That's kind of one of the things that I'm gonna talk about on one of my courses. Be careful who you take advice from, because those people can lead you to failure. And yeah, but that sucks that girl broke her leg. I would not have advised her. I would like, girl, this is your first bike. I'll just straight up be like, get a 50cc, get a little scooter, get a moped, get learn how to go forward and backwards, go ride it for a few weeks, borrow it from a friend, go learn how to ride that. Because if you make mistakes on that, is not such a crucial thing that can happen. But on the big bike, if you make a mistake, it's catastrophic. You could die. I mean, you could die on a little scooter too, but you could die on anything really. You can die off of a horseback. You could die on a Lime scooter. You could die out just falling off the sidewalk. But you want to reduce your chances. You gotta play it smart. Men are stronger than women. I'm triggered. That's funny. It's true. I sold my Harley bagger. Now me and my wife have X Maxes. Hell yeah, bro. The X Max is such a great bike. I think people who ride motorcycles will love an X Max 300 because it feels like a big bike. So you're gonna get on an X Max and it's not gonna feel like you're going to a little small bike. Like that thing is big. When I get next to like motorcycles that are like 500s, the X Max is big, bro. Like that thing is bulky. So and it's got decent power. It's automatic. It's very fun. It doesn't feel like like any little small engine bike like the Max, especially the newer ones. Like those engines are solid. They're great. And I've read stories of people that actually gave up their bikes to get X Maxes, and they're like what you're saying. They love them. They have so much fun with them. Those are good stories because sometimes you do have to put the ego to the side and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a scooter, or I'm gonna get a smaller bike. A lot of guys can't do it. A lot of people can't do it. They won't, even though they'll probably end up loving it and they'll probably be smarter, What's up, bro? Stay hustling, man. Been following you since 2020, since the pandemic. Dope. Always tell people to start on a scooter. Yep, I do. I'm not gonna lie. I that's what I tell people. Just get a scooter. It's automatic. You don't have to worry about much. You learn the basics. Stop, go, like gas, brakes. That's it. You got a little platform so you can put your feet. They're small. They're easy to understand. They even got storage under the seat. Scooters are just great starters. Learn how traffic sees you on two wheels. Also how to maneuver it, because there's a lot of things you can slip on. There's learning how to ride through like turns, how to look ahead. There's just so much to it, right? It's best to ride on the scooter and learn all that versus the motorcycle. You're right. I'm 6'4". I feel great on my scooter. That's dope. It's crazy. I've been having my X Max for like 6 months. I'm about to hit 20,000 miles. I haven't even legitimately washed. I think I washed it once. That thing has so much buildup. It looks like I've been having that scooter for like 5 years. I want to give it a nice clean wash. That thing's gonna look so nice once I finish cleaning it. Tried out a friend's Amriker 900. That was a blast. I couldn't believe how fast it was and easy to ride. A Can-Am Riker. What is that? Guys, you guys be calling out some bikes. And I don't even know what it is. Let me look this up. What is this? Oh shit, it's one of those trikes. I see those. I see some of these in downtown LA. It's always some dude bumping music hella loud. They got a girl next to him sometimes, and the girl's just sitting there quiet, like, shit. Everyone's looking at us. Those just do look fun. You can't lane split though. That's unfortunate. $64B. All right, cool. Let me jot it down right here. I'm glad you said it. 64B. All right, I'm gonna look into it. I have it on my to do list. So this is like the serious to do list. This is why I've been taking all these days off. I literally only done like 10 of the 30 things I have on this list. Typical ADHD brain. Million things to do. I'll do a bunch of stuff except the shit that's on this list and just waste days. But I got it in here. I'll get to it. I'll make that kit for that bag. Since you're the first one, I'll probably just hook it up. Just pay shipping or something. Do I have a kit for this bag? Here, let me just look it up. Which one is this one? 64B? What? Oh, I've actually had one of these. 16 by 16. Probably my. No, that one's for the 17 by 17. I'll have to make it a little smaller. So yeah, I'll kind of have to redesign the one that I have for the other backpack, but it's gonna be just about the same. Just a bit smaller. Oh, cool. I could pop out the chat. Oh my god. I was struggling. Alright, cool. This works. Font's kind of small, but I'll call it a pod racer, that trike. Pod racer. Like Star Wars. No rest January. Man, nope. It'll be stressful January if I work all of January. I'm gonna go hard the first 2 weeks. Maybe. I don't know. At least lunchtime. I'll try to get those catering orders during lunchtime. I don't know about working the whole day though. ADHD is real. I have that problem too, bro. My whole life, son. God damn. I just came to the realization that with ADHD, I have to start making more money because I'm just gonna have to hire people to do certain things for me. I just cannot do it. Like I really need I need to get a CPA, like someone that can just do all my financial paperwork, because I just suck at that. There's other things like I got someone to clean my house. I got someone to cut the grass. I got someone to. What else? Yeah, I'm gonna get a CPA. I got a lawyer too. Well, I mean, we all need lawyers, right? Like especially once you start making more money. Like, just start kind of offsetting a lot of these things that I try to do. I try really hard. It doesn't work out. So we just gotta be like, you know what, bro? We just gotta hand off this work to other people. Gotta work a little bit harder, make extra money, and just get that taken care of. Because it's a pod racer trike. Damn, I wish we had a pod racer. D-Stack said, are you selling the ADV? No, I'm not. I'm renting it. I'll do your admin stuff. Man, you're down? That would help. Right now, I need someone. Because I have like. The problem with the whole tax thing with me is that I thought that everything, I could just bundle it all together and just deduct my expenses and all that. Turns out that everything is separate. Like the YouTube stuff is one thing, the DoorDash thing is another, the food delivery backpacks is another thing, and now I'm renting bikes. That's another thing. So they're all separate. They all have their own deductions, and it gets a little. I have enough with one. So imagine like having 4 separate, like the way that like different like businesses, I guess, or hustles, or what do they call it? Like all that stuff is a headache for me. And yeah, that's what the CPA is supposed to do, help me organize all that stuff. But I don't want to get too into it. But I am not selling the ADV. That scooter, I love that scooter. It's such a great bike. I am renting it. Like I said, my buddy has it. He loves it. He said he's going to buy one. I'm still waiting for him to buy his so I can get mine back. But it's cool. I'm glad he's someone trustworthy. That's the hardest thing. If you're going to let someone borrow your bike, it's good to have someone you trust, because imagine someone just steals that shit. I mean, I got insurance on it, but damn, going through all that. That would suck. How much money you made off of YouTube just trying to see if it works? I'll tell you this, bro. Don't really rely on YouTube as a like a big source of income, because it's not really, it fluctuates. Like last month I had about 2 million views, most of them from shorts, and I only made like $1,500. You know, it's not nothing, but it's not like, oh shit, I'm gonna quit my job and do this. You know. Now everyone's channel is different. Like I get a lot of my views from my shorts, so those don't pay out as much as long form content. Um, but long form content is where you want to kind of focus on to make more money. So it varies, but my channel for the first for years I was only making like like the first year when I got monetized I might have made like $100-$200. Then the following year might have went up to like 300-400. Then like the third year was like 4 and then 5, you know. And it wasn't until like maybe a couple years ago where I actually started going viral on some of my shorts. And then I started making over 500. And I'll get some days, some months where like I got close to like 1,000. And there was a few where I like did very well. My like a few long form videos got a lot of views, and a lot of shorts went up there. And so I had a few months where I made like 2,500, and I had like 2,000, 1,500 last month. But more consistently, like if I'm posting throughout the month, I'll probably make like $1,000, you know, a month from YouTube. So it's like not a lot from my experience. You know, everyone's channel is different. But I mean, I think it's great for someone that doesn't edit and spends too much editing. I really spend more time filming, and I just post my stuff like unedited and stuff. So for someone that doesn't edit, I think I'm doing it pretty good. But if you're gonna edit and all that, you probably will do way better than I do. You know, less videos than me, but more quality, and you probably get more people that watch your long form. I don't know. It depends on what you want to do with it. But if you're going to go on this YouTube path, just know it's going to take time. There's a lot of tools out right now, like AI, that can probably help you. And what really helps me is actually the products that I sell. I make more money off of that, significantly more than YouTube. So I use YouTube, like I just post my videos like I normally do. But I post, like, I created my food delivery dividers and all that I use every day. I can't work without. And through YouTube, that's how people discover my kits, and that's how I sell them. People see what I use. Every once in a while, I'm like, yeah, if you want this kit, or when people ask, I have the link there. People buy the kits. I make it and I send it to them. That right there makes more money than what YouTube pays me. So I guess it would be a better idea to use YouTube to grow, but that's where you can provide a service. You want to help somebody out, provide value, whether it's through services, courses, products, you know. So yeah, that's kind of, maybe I'll make some videos where I'll talk more about it. But definitely, man, YouTube is dope. And I guess the best thing I think you'll get out of it is the community, the people, like all the cool people you meet, all the stuff you learn from others. Even though you might be teaching something, people like, I learn a lot through everyone that comments on my videos. Like, I swear to God, I think I've progressed way faster once people started like giving me like suggestions and hints and tips and all that. That's why I like posting shit even if I'm wrong. I'm like, here's me editing, trying to fix my scooter, and here's how I did it. And then people in the comments will be like, you forgot to do this, or maybe you should do this, or you should check out this tool, or you should check out this. And it's just like, you know. But definitely go for it. If you do, send me your YouTube, and I'll shout you out. What are you going to do the YouTube channel on? Let's see, where are we at? Just pull a Wesley Snipes. What did Wesley Snipes do? Not accountant, admin, phone calls, correspondence, kind of, etc. I ain't fooling with nobody money, but my own. Yeah, right. The accounting stuff will be cool. We could talk about that. That'll be sick. There is a lot, like kind of maybe organizing the course that I'm gonna build, managing that, managing meetings and all that. That'll be dope. Cause I do want to meet up with the group community once a week. Just that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. There's definitely gonna be a lot of opportunity for that. I'm not American, so I'm not really obsessed with a big bike. 400cc is my upper limit. I once rented a Yamaha R1 to try it out on the track, and I can't deny it was a lot of fun. R1 is those big ass 1000cc ones, right? That's what the one means, right? 1000cc, I think. Maybe we'll start put out gear, clothing, hats. I actually do have gear on my website. I had never announced it, but it's through a company that is like a print on demand. And I actually got my first sale the other day. My boy Dave ordered a hat and a shirt. I haven't announced it, but you know, it's there. I'd rather sell stuff that people can actually use, like the kits, you know, backpacks and all that. But you know, merch, I should have it there because sometimes people just want to support. They're like, hey man, where can I buy a shirt? I want to support you. I don't need a kit. I don't do deliveries. I just watch your channel. I want to support you, and let me buy like a hat or some socks or something. That's I gotta get on that too. Shit, so much things to do, guys. So little time. I'm planning up to do starting up food delivery and grocery deliveries in my car starting next week. What are your thoughts? I mean, you won't know unless you try. I'll say go for it, bro. Be safe. Yeah, just go for it. Save your receipts for your expenses on taxes, for write-offs, because you do end up spending a lot of money. Well, with cars, your car's pretty much your expense. So maintenance, oil, save the receipts, track your mileage. But yeah, go for it. You need to get into beef with another gig worker tour. That's where the views are. Have some drama. That's funny. Yeah, people love drama. I think that's why my shorts go viral, because I know that people share it and they talk about it. And in LA, there's no shortage of crazy shit that happens. Like all my shorts that are viral, it's all some kind of drama like that's going on. And you guys know LA, bro. It's always some shit going on here. I know that that's what the algorithm likes. Is just problems. Usually my videos, like I just posted 2 videos where I'm showing people like features of the new Osmo 6. I made another video how I changed the front brake pads. Bro, those videos got a couple hundred views. I posted a video about high-speed pursuit last month. Dude, that shit got like 30,000 views, and that video's long. Where is it? Let me try to find it. And it's just drama. Look, 43,000 views. God damn. See how much this video made. This is the video that made the most money for No Rest November. All my No Rest November videos have like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views. This one I filmed after I came home from No Rest November. I was already home. I was gonna sit down. Then I hear the helicopter, like super close, and I can hear the sirens. Like you know when it's not what you know it's a police chase when the sirens are like over here, and then you hear the sirens go this way and then that way, and then the helicopter's like going there too. I'm like, oh snap, it's a police chase. So I like go out there and I just get on my scooter and I start like following it. So I document the whole thing. I saw the guy pass right by me like twice or 3 times. And you know, I wasn't even following it on my phone. And finally they do the pit maneuver. This guy gets arrested and all that. I pull up to where the guy got pulled over. And do that video, 43,000 views. That shit made $150. Let me turn this around. Check it out, guys. 43,000 views. That shit got me 400, like 372 subscribers, and yeah, $149. So people like drama, you know. People love that shit. Education, nah. Some drama, some beef, some problems. Give me that all day. So it's kind of like, you know, I know there's people that want to learn from my videos. That's why I'm just gonna do a separate community where I'm just charging for it. And even though it's gonna be like a small group, it's gonna help me not have to do food delivery so much, and just help on focus on just helping people instead of just doing deliveries all day. But yeah, man, people love drama, dude. I should fabricate some beef. If I did do some beef with somebody, it would be the deliveristas from New York City. That's who I'll start beef with. Cause oh man, those guys be crying, bro. They be out there just fucking trying to like get all these laws passed to try to turn gig delivery work into like a W-2. But I don't know what's going on out there. That's who I'll start beef with though. Those deliverista guys. They fucked up the food delivery game for everybody over there. Not even realizing it. Not they don't. I don't even think they realize what they're doing to themselves. A lot of my guys that I had in my group that did food delivery in New York, they had to get W-2s because food delivery was the game was just ruined when they passed these laws with the minimum wage and big hourly guarantee. Like it's a reason why it's structured as independent contract work. Anyway, you know, I have some people. I have a list. I'll be like, yeah, I'm down to start beef with them. You know, just be a little more outspoken. Start like that Tupac Biggie beef. You know, East Coast, West Coast. Let's do it, bro. I'll go visit out there, and I'm gonna get jumped by all the fucking e-bike riders in New York. Get left bleeding in some alley under us on top of a big snow pile and some trash cans while live. Let's see. How's the December delivery orders going? Not so good, man. I probably made like 200-300 bucks this month. Are you going to put more? No, I'm not. Can you show us the video you're talking about? You mean the police pursuit one? Shit, can I? How can I do this? Yeah, I probably can. Let's see if I could. Source. Yeah, I probably do, but I could mess up the live, so I probably shouldn't. I gotta mess around with how to do this. Anyways, guys, I am gonna cut the video. I gotta get up early. I gotta go swap some tires on the Zuma, and yeah, I gotta do all that. But guys, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. I'll go live soon again. It's very easy for me to go live now. Like everything's kind of plugged up already. I just gotta turn the lights on and create a thumbnail, and then boom, go on. All right, guys. Well, you guys have a great night, and I'll catch you guys on